North Country, and welcome to Seton Catholic Central School in Plattsburgh for Champlain Valley Athletic Conference Varsity Boys Basketball. Tonight, as the 2001-2002 season winds down, it's the Seton Catholic Central School Knights and the Northern Adirondack Central School Bobcats. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Eric Gagnon on camera. Northern Adirondack comes to Plattsburgh with a record of 7 wins and 6 losses. They opened the season with 3 straight wins to keep their 19-game CVAC winning streak intact. They then lost to Northeastern Clinton by 5, lost to Peru by 2. A comeback attempt in the fourth quarter fell short. And then they lost to Tupper Lake and Saranac Lake. So they hit that slump of 4 losses in a row. They returned to beat Mariah, and then they upset the previously undefeated Plattsburgh High School Hornets, ending the Hornets' 12-game CVAC winning streak. And then they lost to Ticonderoga, beat Beekman, beat Sable Valley, and lost to Saranac by 5. They have a 7-6 record overall. Coach of the Northern Adirondack Central School Bobcats is John Rebedu, who is the Section 7 basketball chairperson. And Larry Converse coaches Seton Catholic Central. Seton Catholic with a record of 9 wins and 4 losses. They lost 2 of their first 3, sandwiching a win over Tupper Lake between losses to Mariah and Northern Adirondack. When they met in Ellenburg, it was Bobcats 52, Seton Catholic 41. Then Seton Catholic won a couple, lost to Ticonderoga, and then rolled off a 6-game winning streak before losing their most recent game to Plattsburgh High School by 11. We'll meet the starting lineups and have information about each of the starters. We look forward to a great basketball game with 1 week left in the CVAC season. It's Northern Adirondack Central School and Seton Catholic Central.
First, we'd like to introduce the
Mitch Willett with the introductions at Seton Catholic. The Bobcats, a team that is a young team, just 3 seniors, and a team that will get in your face, play hard-nosed defense, create turnovers, and they rely especially on 4 scorers.
And number 33, George Steeple.
And the Bobcats starting 5.
Number 13, Joe Karofsky.
Karofsky averages 10.5. He leads the team with 23 CVAC 3-pointers. Mike O'Neill, one of the seniors.
Number 12,
Corey Bilo averages 10 points a game. He had 20 in one game. Justin Gardner has hit for a high of 22. He averages 13 points a game. And Zach Welch averages 10 points a game. He has a high of 16.
Now the
Seton Catholic team has 16, I should say. The Seton Catholic team has very good outside shooting, and in addition, they can work the ball inside to tough customers on the inside that will meet Dan Boise and Daniel Willett, as well as Tanner Senecal. Rabideau averages 18 points a game. He had 27 in his season high. Kevin Converse, the second starter. Ian Luck averages 8 points a game. He had 18 in the opener against Mariah. Dan Boise is averaging 7 points a game, 6'7", and Daniel Willett averages 10.6 a game. He hit for 20 in mid-season. Rabideau has 23 3-pointers to match Karofsky's 23, and now Mitch Willett will sing the national anthem.
Oh, sing and you see by the dawn's early light. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
32 minutes of CVAC action. Pete McMillan ready to toss the ball up, and the other official is Steve Mitchell, and this goes to Willette, and the Knights throw it out of bounds onto that stage. That ball goes on the stage. My legs were too short when I played high school ball here. I couldn't get the ball off the stage. I'd have to call for a teammate. Tim Copeland is the assistant coach at Northern Adirondack. Also, I see Brian Boyer along the bench. The Bobcats with a couple of opportunities, then the held ball. Corey Bilo, number 12 on the boards, and 22, Mike O'Neill. This is Welch to O'Neill. Go off the hands of Karofsky, and down the floor all the way is Ian Luck. Willette on the rebound, puts it in. A quiet Seton Catholic crowd, polite applause, and that was it. It's 2-0. Welch in the lane, a nice shot over an extended arm of a defender. Who got that, did I say? Welch. And now Karofsky. Karofsky to the bucket for 2. And quickly it's 4-2, Northern Adirondack. Karofsky killed Plattsburgh High School with outside shooting when the Hornets went to the Bobcats cage, and I'll tell you what, that was one whale of a basketball game. Looking for the three-point play is Karofsky, and he hits it. It's 5-2 Northern Adirondack. We are just about a minute into the game. Oh, a steal there to Karofsky. The steal by Gardner, but the Bobcats missed that chance. Welch knocked the lead pass down and picked up by Gardner. Gardner to Welch, past Rabideau. Welch sets the offense for the Bobcats. The Knights in a man-to-man. Luck guards Karofsky. Oh, pretty backdoor pass. Gardner found Welch. 4 for Welch, 3 for Karofsky. It's 7 for the Bobcats. Knocked right over to the bench, into the hands of Coach Rabideau with that traditional green towel he totes. A traditional green towel. As long as he's coached, he's carried that towel. I hope it's a different towel. I don't know if it's the same towel every week.
Never been washed.
Never been washed. We got it right from the source. The main source of the Rabideau family. It's the same towel for as long as he's coached. Boise intercepts. Boise to Converse. The Knights down by 5 early. The Knights outside shooting hasn't tuned up yet. Not too many chances. They go inside, and a pushing foul called on Northern Adirondack. Pete McMillan and Steve Mitchell, two veteran officials, get the call for this game. Rabideau to Willett, around the horn, Luck to Rabideau, across the floor to Willett. The long one from Luck, no. Oh, Boise lands hard. Gardner and Boise go down. We hope those players okay. Maybe that, yep. Gardner of the Bobcats and Boise of the Knights. But they're both up and walking around, and it's already forgotten. Welch. 5:20 to play in the first quarter. Gardner. And Willett picks up a foul. This game being played on an off night. It was scheduled for a few days ago, but snowed out and iced out, and it's being played on a Monday night. Overall, a small crowd for this one. On a Friday night, we would have packed them in. Welch from the outside, no, and Converse on the boards. To Willett, Ian Luck, who was the quarterback of the Knights football team. Willett to Rabideau. Rabideau hasn't fired up a three yet. This is Tanner Senecal off the side of the rim. Gardner on the boards. It'll be a foul. And called for the push-off underneath Bobcat Bilo. Mark Rabideau will send it in. Substitution for Northern Adirondack. Andrew Siskavich comes in. Eric Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network. Rabideau, and they will closely guard him. The Bobcats in a zone, but they watch Rabideau closely. Right now, a long one from Willett, and a rebound by Siskavich. Nearing the midway point of quarter number one. Foul called. It's Northern Adirondack 7, Seton Catholic just 2. Daniel Willett with the 2 points for Seton Catholic. Technical foul called. Ooh, what's that all about? Somebody got a technical foul, and I don't know what happened. We're going to shoot. Coach Converse got a technical foul, and that was rather sudden. Technical foul called on Coach Larry Converse, and that doesn't happen very often. And to the line for the technical foul shots, Zach Welch. Welch has hit double figures in the last 3 Bobcat games, and he's off to a good start. He makes it 8-2. And Welch with 5 of the Northern Adirondack 8. O'Neal on the baseline. Senecal there defensively, tipped around, and Siskavich missed the shot close. Gardner on the putback, no. And it remains a Bobcat basketball under their own basket. Karofsky, they leave him alone for a 3. That one off the back of the rim, and Converse high for the boards. To Willett. Now Rabideau. Seton's offense not getting untracked yet. Senecal close to the basket, puts in 2. Tanner Senecal cuts the lead to 8-4. Senecal averages 12 points a game, and he had 21 against Tupper Lake, and he later hit 20. O'Neill, the double team on him, and Luck comes up with the ball, shuffles it to Willett, now to Rabideau, and Welch will be called for the reach. Northern Adirondack 8, Seton Catholic 4. We're in the Knights Castle for this one. Rabideau with a 3. And it'll count, and he was fouled. Welch pushed him. 3 for Mark Rabideau, just a sophomore. And he has a chance for one of those rare 4-point plays. That hadn't been invented yet when I played. .303 to play in the first quarter, and Rabideau has tied it. Those 4 points, kaboom, and it's 8-8. Boy, that 3-point shot makes a world of difference in high school basketball. Welch all the way. I think he had a shot better than the dish. Tipped away, and Mark Rabideau scampers after it. 2:45 to play in a quick first quarter. Senecal to Converse, and Bobcats bring it back down the floor. Inside Gardner, travel called. At the end of the quarter, we'll get a look at the award-winning Northern Adirondack Central School Bobcats cheerleaders. The award-winning cheerleaders at the end of the quarter. Good ball movement by the Knights. Karofsky picked up a foul. He's shaking his head a little bit in a sly grin for official Pete McMillan. And he bites his tongue. He also bites his jersey. That's good. You don't want to say anything. The best thing is to just grin about it. You get 5 of those, so that's just his first. Long one from Rabideau. Senecal gets it, and now O'Neill clears. To Welch, down the floor to Karofsky, waits for the ball. Kicked. It'll be Bobcats ball under their own bucket with just under 2 minutes to play first quarter. Just to our right is the legendary Wild Bill Chase. Oh, right here, Eric. The legendary Wild Bill Chase working for a hometown cable, Calvin Castine. We got to get a shot of him too. Nobody wanted that rebound, and now it's Senecal clearing to Willett. Willett down the floor, overshoots Ian Luck. Neither team really getting in a groove offensively, and both coaches might be thinking of reaching for the Tums early. Tied at 8, 1:38 to play. Karofsky, guarded by Ian Luck. O'Neill, guarded by Senecal. Oh, he traveled, yep. 1:21 to play. Matt Colleen of Seton Catholic, not available. He's out injured. He's been out a while. A minute 5 to play. Unselfish play from Senecal. He dished to the closer Converse. Neither team getting an offense untracked. Nice dish from Siskavich to Gardner. And a nice rebound by Converse. Luck. Rabideau through traffic and puts it in to give Seton the lead. 6 unanswered points by Seton Catholic, and they've taken a 10-8 lead with 25 seconds to play in quarter 1. Bobcats look for the tie. 16 seconds. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds for the Bobcats. Gardner takes it in, tried to dish to O'Neill, hit on the line. Ooh, well, okay, yep, it was off Converse's body, I guess, and it hit the line. 4.2 seconds. It'll be a quick shot by the Bobcats. O'Neill, and he pops it. We played 8 minutes, and it's Seton Catholic 10, Northern Adirondack 8, and we're thinking here, yes indeed, Northern Adirondack Central School Bobcat cheerleaders. Job, and who coaches them, Eric? None other than Sue Rabideau. I happen to know her well. Pete McMillan set to hand the ball over for the next 8. Mark Rabideau. Willette goes baseline and did the reverse lay-in. I think he had a shot at just to put in from the front side. Karofsky brings it the other way and pops it in. Joe Karofsky with 5, Zach Welch with 5. That's the Bobcats 10. Foul called. Are the Bobcats picking up fouls? That's their 6th team foul. For Seton Catholic, 6 points for Rabideau, 2 apiece for Willette and Senecal. Tied at 10. Early in the second quarter. Inside to Willette. O'Neill with the rebound. Up the floor to Karofsky. Waits for the 3 and launches one. O'Neill and Rabideau on the boards, and it will be Seton Catholic basketball. Coach Rabideau calls the defense 1. This is Converse. That must mean full court man-to-man pressure. Karofsky on Rabideau. Converse, Senecal, in. Good shooting, Tanner Senecal. 2-point lead, Seton Catholic. Seton at 9-4, Northern Adirondack at 7-6. And Seton needs this win to stay in second place, to assure themselves perhaps. This might clinch a tie for second place in Division II. And we are in the bonus already with 6:55 to play in the second quarter. Converse to the foul line. Converse season high of 11. That came against Mariah. Kevin Converse makes it 13-10. Luck on the boards. Now Senecal. Oh, Seton Catholic got the boards, and Senecal with a 6-pack of points. It's 15-10. Gardner to Welch. Great block by Rabideau. Knocked out of bounds. Welch had the nice move to the basket. Bob Daly is here again tonight, along with Jess Bebo and Ron Giambruno, recovering from certain knee replacement. Ron Giambruno is here to watch the game as well. Willette inside to Luck. Nice pass. Ian Luck with his first points, and 17-10, and Coach Rabideau wants to talk things over. The Knights jump out to a 7-2 advantage through the first minute 45 seconds of the second quarter. It's 6:19 to play. Seton 17, Northern Adirondack 10. There have been numerous excellent basketball players through the Bobcats program over the past several years. And one of them we remember well, J.R. Joubert, had a great high school career for the Bobcats. He's now playing Division III basketball at Fredonia State, and we wish him the best, and glad to hear about that. Boy, those CVAC players grow up, and it's great to see them go on and keep playing hoop. Senecal to Willett. Willett takes it in. He was fouled. He'll go to the line. Dan Willett, or Dan Willett, he of the Foxy Gagnon haircut, will go to the line for two. 5:45 to play, second quarter. Willett averaging 10.6 a game. In and out on the second foul shot. 18-10, Seton Catholic. Karofsky, three doesn't fall. Siskavich tried to get a second chance, but the Knights run it the other way. Rabideau all the way, no. Converse lost the handle, and a push will be called on Seton Catholic. Willett called for the push. Knights by 8. Larry Converse, the coach of Seton Catholic, he already has a technical in the game. Jim Baker, the junior varsity coach, is on the bench, along with Bob Dubé, longtime assistant at Seton Catholic. Karofsky finds Gardner. Gardner quick step in and puts it in. Justin Gardner with his first points. Gardner averages 13. He's the highest scorer. Charge called. Willett took it to Gardner. Gardner drew the charge, so Willett picks up 2 quick fouls. And that has him for 4 fouls already. Is that right? 4 fouls on Willett. It says 4 on the scoreboard. Show that, Eric. Look at this. 4:53. It says Willett with 4 fouls. And he is on the bench. He's been replaced by Seton Catholic's number 30, and that is Corey Whalen. 18-12 is the score. Welch, Siskavich, knocked down, and Converse with the steal to Luck. Luck dishes to Whalen. We have a foul, and it's on the floor. That'll go against Karofsky. Karofsky called for the block. 4:26 to play. 9 Bobcat fouls already. Six Seton fouls, and if that's correct, 4 of those 6 by Willett. Third on Karofsky. 4:26 to play in the second quarter. Time to get out the clipboard. It's Seton Catholic 18 and Northern Adirondack 12. And we said he was in the building in the Knights Castle, Lion Mountain, New York. Wild Bill Chase is here. Everybody knows him, and there he is working for Calvin Castine, a hometown cable. He'll come looking for me tomorrow. Ian Luck pops one in. 19-12 now. Four for 7 from the foul line are the Knights. They lead by 7. And let's see what Coach Rabideau cooked up in his timeout. Borowski. Gardner again through traffic. Shot wouldn't fall. Now into the game is Tim Spinner, number 30. Mark Rabideau. Rabideau has 6 points in the game. Whalen, guarded by Spinner. Senecal to Rabideau. Rabideau thought about it. Converse to Luck. 3 seconds called on Seton Catholic. It'll be Bobcat basketball. Second quarter. Thus far, the Bobcats offense as chilly as the weather outside. Siskavich taken away. And this is Rabideau guarded by Siskavich. Rabideau to Ian Luck, knocked away, steal, knocked away by Welch and picked up by Siskavich. Tanner Senecal on the boards, a 3-on-1. Oh, they dished it and he traveled. You know, I think this Monday night basketball throws you off. These players are in a routine now. This, second half of the year, Tuesdays and Fridays we play basketball. We practice on Mondays. We've had the weekend. We practice on Mondays. We play on Tuesday. This is a Monday night game. It had been canceled. It was to be played Friday night, three days ago, but the weather stopped that game. Neither team really in a groove. From the outside, three! Hitting the three-pointer is Casey Bolris. Bolris hits the three. For Bolris, just his second CVAC three-pointer, and that chops the 7-point lead to 4. 2:38 to play in the second quarter. It's Knights 19, Bobcats 15. Whalen guarded by Siskavich. It looks like Bob Boise is the official scorer, Bill Pilkington the official timer, and Mitch Willett on the shot clock. That's what it looks like to me. And we'll find out who the Northern Adirondack scorekeeper is. Up high on the boards is Bolris. He gets it to Gardner, now Welch. The 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 4-point Knights lead. Gardner blocked by Boise. Whalen to Rabideau. Converse with a nice step to the hoop. Kevin Converse has 3, and it's the Knights by a 6-pack with a minute and a half to play. (21-15). Siskavich passes on the 3. Welch takes the 3. That was offline, knocked around. It'll be Knights basketball. 1:06 remaining in the first half. Mark Pfeiffer in, number 22 for Seton Catholic. Oh, the defense left Converse alone. Missed the shot, rebound. Recovered by Gardner, now to Welch. Pfeiffer guards Gardner. Converse guards Siskavich. (22 seconds remaining, and it's the Knights basketball and the 6-point lead. Rabideau's launch, no. The tip in almost went. Batted around. Rabideau gets it again. Rabideau to Boise. Boise from the outside at the buzzer. A quiet first half, and the score with 2 quarters to play is Seton Catholic 21, Northern Adirondack 15. We are set for the second half. Welch and the Bobcats with the ball. Now Karofsky. Back to Welch. Gardner guarded by Whalen. Cross the floor. Remember Willette with 4 fouls for Seton Catholic. Karofsky's shot, no. Rebound Whalen up the floor to Rabideau. First quarter, Seton 10, Northern Adirondack 8. Welch comes up with the steal here, brings it end to end. Great block by Converse. Great rejection. He can't resist the grin on that one. Second quarter was the Knights 11-7 over the Bobcats. So 21-15 at the half. O'Neill guarded by Senecal. Oh, Converse had a rejection there. All ball. In and out, Karofsky's shot. That was halfway in. Whalen brings it up the floor. Nice move to the basket by Ian Luck. Luck puts it in. Luck now with 5. Rabideau with 6. Converse 3. Luck now with 5. Willette 3 and Senecal 6. You'd expect pretty balanced scoring from both teams. Although for Seton, Rabideau is averaging 18. Otherwise balanced scoring. For Northern Adirondack, 2 for Gardner, 5 for Karofsky. Converse rolled the rim. 5 for Welch and 3 for Boris. Welch goes end to end. Tried the reverse lay and didn't drop. 6:21 to play third quarter. 23-15. Bobcats just can't get the ball to drop. Karofsky 3! 23-18. Eric Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network. And we talked to Bill Chase at halftime. He seemed to feel the officials calling the game so closely are setting the tempo of the game. And as I thought about that, I thought that was a pretty good point from Bill Chase. Talked at halftime with Kathy Stark and Shannon Kane, a basketball player from the girls varsity team at Seton Catholic. She's one of the senior leaders of that excellent Seton Catholic team. Oh, Senecal open, missed the shot, tipped away. It will be Seton ball. They lead by 5. Boy, that three-pointer by Karofsky helped. Whalen. Rabideau the long one, no. Jumping in was O'Neill for the rebound. Down to Welch, down to Karofsky, back to Welch. Oh, what ball handling. Oh! And Bilo didn't finish it. Oh, boy, is there a lid on that basket? And Rabideau doesn't do it. Karofsky goes sliding across the floor. One thing you'll say about Coach Rabideau's teams, whether they have 0 points on the board or 100, they get their uniforms dirty. That has been a sign of his teams through the years. They work hard for the coach. Whalen the turnaround, sinks it. Corey Whalen puts in 2. It's 25-18. And a lot of the crowd working on the Tootsie Roll Pops. They bought Tootsie Roll Pops at halftime. Here goes the turnover, and Rabideau, no. Kicked around. Cold shooting and hot potato basketball. 25-18 with 4:50 to play in the third. Karofsky doesn't get this three. Welch saved it, but Converse was there. Up the floor to Rabideau, and Gardner tipped it away. Karofsky gets it. Gardner to Welch. Let me tell you. Eric, I'm making a prediction right now. We're going to have a fourth quarter barn burner. I'm calling it right now. It's been one of those games, and all of a sudden they're going to get hot in the fourth. 25-18 with 4:17 to play. When these teams met earlier in the season, the Bobcats won 52-41. Timeout called here. 4:15 to play in the third. And it's Seton Catholic 25, Northern Adirondack 18. Larry Converse coaches Seton Catholic. John Rabideau coaches Northern Adirondack. They have both been there as coaches for as long as I can remember. I'd have to look it up. Who coached Northern Adirondack before Coach Rabideau? My guess would be Tom Welch. Can you verify that? Tom Welch coached before John Rabideau? Who was the coach just before John? Petrishun. Boy, that one fooled me.
Tom was John's favorite coach.
Ah, okay. Well, that would make an excellent trivia question. And I know the only coach ever at Seton Catholic for boys varsity basketball, the only coach ever, Larry Converse. He'll go down in Seton Catholic legend. 3:41 to play in the third quarter, and it's Tanner Senecal at the line. He has 6 points in the contest. Make that 7, and it's 26-18. Frustrating night for the Bobcats. They just can't find the bottom of the net consistently. They had 8 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter, and they have 3 midway through the third. 27-18 as the Knights creep away from the Bobcats. They need a three-pointer, or they need O'Neill or Bilo to get busy near the basket. O'Neill tries and hits the shot, and it pops out. What is wrong with that basket? Now that has happened 4 or 5 times. And that used to kill me when that would happen to me on my shots because I didn't score that many points. .326 remaining in this third quarter. In the third, it's Seton 6 and Northern Adirondack 3, the Karofsky three-pointer. Senecal traveled. One of those nights. Siskavich. Joe Karofsky. Mike O'Neill. Steal by Ian Luck. Luck goes all the way and puts it in. Ian Luck now with 7. As we mentioned, Luck averaging 8 points a game. His season high 18 in the opener against Mariah. And after that he had 14 against Saranac. O'Neill at the line for 2. (29-19). Violation on Converse of Seton Catholic will give O'Neill another opportunity. Pfeiffer in and Senecal out for the Knights. Nope, I'm wrong. It's Joey Mayville in. I stand corrected. 2.5 to play in this third quarter. Converse, no violation, plus the rebound. Ian Luck. Knocked around. Mayville picks it up. Gets it to Rabideau. Rabideau thought about the three. Luck tried to go backdoor way to Mayville. Knights 29 and Bobcats 19. I predicted a fourth quarter barn burner. We'll see what happens. Rabideau sets up for the three. Luck and now Whalen. Two minutes to play in the third quarter. Shot clock down to a couple seconds. O'Neill high on the boards. Siskavich gets it up the floor to Karofsky all alone, but can't get the three. And Siskavich has had some great games with three-pointers, 4 against PHS and 4 against Ausable Valley. I should say, I meant Karofsky. Is that what I wanted to say? Karofsky. Yeah. Did I say Karofsky? Well, it's Karofsky. 23 overall, now 24. Backdoor to Luck, just didn't work, and on the boards is Boris. He gets it to Welch, knocked away by Rabideau. A minute and a half to play. Third quarter. O'Neill worked hard for the shot and got it in. Mike O'Neill worked hard for those two. Back the other way, that foul will be called on Gardner. Both Gardner and Luck take a tumble. 8-point lead for Seton Catholic. Ian Luck to the line. He's 1 for 2 from the line. He has 7 points in the game. Gary Ryan, of course, is the athletic director at Seton Catholic Central. Senecal in and Converse out. Both teams with relatively small squads, and they are missing at least one player apiece. Luck hit the second of 2 to make it 30. 30 to 21 with a minute to play in this third. O'Neill goes baseline and puts it in. Well, O'Neill with 5 points in the quarter. He's come alive. 30 to 23, 45 seconds remaining. Luck from the outside, over the arm of O'Neill. O'Neill gets the rebound. Looks for help, gets it to Welch. 30 seconds for the Bobcats. Gardner with just 2 points in the game. Welch has 5, and Coach Rabideau will be happy for the final shot. Down by 7 and 12 seconds on the shot clock. Welch gets another try, and that's it. The third quarter, Seton a total of 9 points, and Northern Adirondack a total of 8. After 3, it's Seton Catholic 30 and Northern Adirondack 23. The final 8 minutes. We're at Seton Catholic Central School in Plattsburgh. The Knights castle for this one. The double team on Senecal. Gets it across to Whalen. Nice pass inside to Mayville, and Mayville puts in 2. Joey Mayville, first points of the game for him. First points of the fourth quarter. And back up to the nine-point lead. Now don't forget, I predicted a barn burner down the wire, and the Bobcats are going to light a couple up here, coming up any minute now. Gardner looks, oh boy, he's lucky he didn't travel, and then, oh, nice block by Senecal, but he got too much of the arm. Now Boise hasn't played the rest of the game, and we see him at the end of the bench lying on the floor. So remember he fell, he took a hard fall, and apparently injured his back. And so Dan Boise stretched out for his back at the end of the bench. Boise's been a missing factor, no points in the game, and we haven't seen much of Willett. Willett with 4 fouls. Oh, I missed who made that foul shot. Who made that last foul shot, do you know? Gardner, thank you. 32-24. 3-second violation. Bobcats get it back. A 3-pointer would cut the lead to 5. I'm thinking 3 on this possession. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Eric Gagnon. Nobody's yawning in this one, Eric. We're going to have the bar. There it is. Oh, fouled, and now Gardner will go back to the line. Maybe that's what the Bobcats have to do since the outside shots aren't falling. Attack the basket. Converse is coming back in for Seton. 2 shots for Gardner. He has 3 points in the contest. Both Willett and Converse in, Mayville and Whalen out. Also in right now is Mark Pfeiffer of the Knights, along with Senecal and Rabideau. In and out. Pfeiffer got to it first. The double team on Pfeiffer. They steal it. Oh, the travel. Yep. As O'Neill tried to get his bearings, he took the extra step. 32-25. 6.5 to play. Willett. Foul called on Gardner. Neither team at the bonus yet. It'll be Knights ball right in front of us. Kevin Converse says, I'll take it. Pfeiffer to Rabideau. Converse looking inside, gets a high post Senecal, and then they go low post Willett. Knocked around by both O'Neill and Welch. Karofsky, Gardner inside, and foul called. Oh, is that another foul on Willett? No, let's see. 2-1. Converse called for the foul. 6:04 to play and a 7-point lead for Seton Catholic. They led at the end of one, and they have not been overtaken. Bilo tried to muscle it in, and he was fouled. So Bilo will go to the line for a couple. Five for 8 are the Bobcats, as Bilo gets 2. 32-26, the lead down to a 6-pack. It was 11. The lead is down to 5. It was 11. 5:55 to play. The Bobcats don't go away. They steal it, almost stole it. It'll be Knights ball. And somehow Coach Rabideau manages to smile. I would have gone through a pack of Rolaids by now. Somehow he manages to smile. I guess that's coaching experience that does that. Officials Mitchell and McMillan in discussion. Luck offline, tipped around, Bobcats ball, a 3-on-1. Welch goes, oh, he traveled, oh! Coach Revenue, the coaching staff of the Bobcats thought there was a push. Now we hear a whistle and we have a timeout. No foul call, and the Bobcats miss a golden opportunity to cut the lead to 3. 5:34 to play. We're in the fourth quarter, and it's Seton Catholic 32, Northern Adirondack 27. The Knights want to take care of the basketball. Their 11-point lead is slimmed down to 5. Willette with 4 fouls, almost a steal by Karofsky. And the Bobcats have to get good looks on every possession. The Knights want to take care of the basketball, get the inside shots, maybe here, almost hit Senecal, up, thrown away, down the floor. Rabideau with the defense on Karofsky, missed shot and high on the boards. I had O'Neill, before it's even called, I had O'Neill for the foul, and that's what Pete McMillan has. I had O'Neill for jumping in on that one. 5:10 to play, so a couple of possessions for the Bobcats close to the basket, and they don't put it in the bottom of the net. Still 5-point lead for the Knights. But the Knights with just 2 points in the quarter through the first 3 minutes. The Knights need some ammunition. And the Bobcats have stepped up their defensive pressure. And they're using the shot clock. Good possession for Seton Catholic, and then the Bobcats foul. Very good possession by Seton Catholic. Good passes, touches for almost everybody, maybe everybody, and fifth foul on Bilo. So Corey Bilo never became a factor in the game. He fouls out with 2 points, and Bilo has had some big games, such as 16 the other night against AuSable Valley and 15 against Ticonderoga. And don't forget the 20 that Bilo had in the first meeting against Seton Catholic. So here Bilo scored 20 against Seton in the first time. They stepped up the defense on him, got him in foul trouble, and Bilo leaves the game with 5 fouls and just 2 points. And we have a timeout. 4:41 remaining in the fourth quarter, and it is 32-27, Knights over the Bobcats. Watch this one, Eric. Here's a good one. Oh my goodness. How do they do this? Unbelievable. I wonder if they learned that one at that Russell Sage camp that they go to at Russell Sage College. I've researched this cheerleading unit. They go to Russell Sage, they learn some cheers, they write some cheers, and that one was a special one. Oh, I'm glad we got that. We're putting that on our highlight tape, Eric. At the line, none other than Tanner Senecal. Gardner scampers after it. Gets it to Welch. Ooh, Bobcats take care of the ball. They're down by 5. Long one from Siskavich. No, but into the hands, fell right into the face of O'Neill. He gets it out. Welch. Siskavich. Where's that Karofsky 3? Plenty of time on the shot clock. O'Neill muscles his way around and puts it in. O'Neill near the basket. 7 second half points for O'Neill. The lead is down to 3. Eric, what did I tell you? From 11 to 3, and we've got 4 exciting minutes to play. Nobody's leaving now to make a ham sandwich. We got ourselves a barn burner. Inside to Senecal. Ooh, knocked away by Karofsky, but he got called for the hack. Got called for the hack there. 3:49 to play. The Knights will shoot the 1 and 1, and then the bonus of 2. 18 fouls on the Bobcats, 5 on Seton Catholic, in case you were wondering, and Tanner Senecal with a 1 and 1. This time he nails it. Senecal now with 9 points in the game. He averages 12. (33-29). Good foul shooting by Tanner Senecal. He's 4 for 5 in the game from the line. Back up by 5 are the Knights. Now they apply the defense. Boy, Karofsky, that would have been a big one. A push called on O'Neill. Intentional foul on O'Neill as Rabideau went flying. I didn't see it. Did you see it? It wasn't in our camera. It was away from the ball and a push called by O'Neill, but apparently it's called an intentional foul, which means a good foul shooter will go to the line. That happens at 3:34 with a 5-point lead by Seton. Rabideau in and out. Rabideau with 6 points in the game. He adds the second one. The lead is at a 6-pack, and it'll be Seton ball. So on this possession, Seton can jack that lead right back up. And Coach Converse calls the timeout. And he gets the clipboard from junior varsity coach Jim Baker. And with 3:33 to play in the fourth, it's Knights 35, Bobcats 29. To Willett. O'Neill tries to tie him up, and O'Neill will be called for the trip. CVAC basketball, we like it a lot, I'll tell you that. Three and a half to play. That 6-point lead looking good for Seton at this point, especially if Willett can add to it. Willett now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. Boris in replacing O'Neill, 4th foul on O'Neill. Willett with 4 points in the game. He sat out much of the game with 4 early fouls. Karofsky takes it all the way. The lead pass batted around. He was looking for Siskavich on the run. Knights by 7, and the Bobcats need points. They have 3:20 to play. Welch, good defense from Seton Catholic. They've stepped up their defensive pressure. Long one from Siskavich. Siskavich, the Andrew version, hits the 3-pointer, and it's to 4. 3 minutes to play. The Knights lead is at 4. Inside to Willett. Nice pass. I think Converse got it into him, and an important 2-pointer from Willett. Back to a 6-pack. Stolen here. Rabideau will take care of the basketball. Wise decision. Double team on him. Bounce pass inside. Oh, Senecal. Willett and Senecal. Back-to-back baskets. And that puts the lead back to 8. 2:35 to play in the fourth. And it's Seton Catholic 40, Northern Adirondack 32. We mentioned the official table in the first half. Bob Boise, the official scorer. Bill Pilkington, the official timer. Mitch Willett on the shot clock. And scoring for Northern Adirondack, Jody Rao and Kelly McNeil are there at the scorer's table for the Bobcats. And those are very familiar faces. Seen them at many games for the past few years. Knocked away by Senecal. That'll be called a reaching foul. But it's the 6th foul. Not the bonus situation yet. 8-point lead. Bobcats need to score some in a hurry. 2:13 to play. They made their run. They cut it to 3. But then a couple of important baskets by Willett and Senecal gave Seton a bigger edge. Oh. Karofsky called illegal pick. Right at the 2-minute mark. And we'll march down the field. That's the 10th foul, so 2 shots the rest of the way for Seton Catholic. 5th foul on Karofsky, so he's the Philo and now Karofsky have fouled out. That's why the teams are in their huddle. You get 30 seconds to make a substitution. It's been a great year of basketball through the CVAC. And we will round out our coverage of high school basketball this week. And then we turn our attention to sectional time when we work with John Rabideau, the Section 7 boys basketball chairperson, and Patricia Ryan, the girls Section 7 basketball chairperson, and work the sectionals. I get to be floor announcer. Love that job. The PA announcer. Laura Gagnon is the official scorer for the section. Goose Gagnon will be on the shot clock for the section. Willett sinks that one. 41-32 with 2 minutes to play. Willett's second one, in and out. Oh, Luck quick on the boards. Gets it to Senecal and wisely. Oh, knocked away. What a steal by Siskevich. Missed the shot. Oh, you gotta have that one. Oh, heartbreaker. 9-point Seton lead. They can just take their time. Luck muscles it in. Well, the Knights rose to the occasion when it was cut to 3 and the Bobcats were there. All of a sudden, the Knights hit some big shots and they got refueled. 43-32 with 1:34 to play. And timeout called. We're in the fourth quarter. Eric Gagnon has been perched high among the rafters here at Seton Catholic Gymnasium. He's been focused. 11-point lead. Looks safe for Seton Catholic. A win would move them to 10-4. And the Bobcats would be at the 500 mark, 7-7. Rabideau shoots on the run. Big rebound on the inside, Willett. Willett with 6 fourth quarter points, making a big difference. The big boys on the inside, Senecal with 4, Willett with 6. The inside game came alive for the Knights. .40 seconds to play, and it's been a cold night shooting for the Bobcats. They'll check the stats for the shooting percentages there. .37.5. Coach Rabideau with a question for Steve Mitchell. Steve Mitchell and Pete McMillan, the officials. 37 and a half remaining, and at the foul line is Andrew Siskavich. We'll recap the scoring following this one. Foul as they move down the floor. A lot of fouls in this game. 31 seconds to play. And the Knights will not defend or try for the rebound with 31 left and some of the fans leaving. I guess the Seton Catholic students are headed out to do their homework. Gonna go home and do their homework. Make sure all their assignments are done.
Watch that show, everybody loves ball.
Yo, Chase, always with a good word. One of the top-rated shows, he says they're headed to watch. Everybody loves Bill. Well, the Knights pull away in this fourth quarter. Into the game for the Bobcats, George Stiefel, number 33. O'Neal batted around. Welch there in the lane, puts in 2. Welch had 5 in the first quarter, and that's his first point since then. And it ends 46-34. Seton Catholic with the big fourth quarter. 15 points in the, well, must be 16. 16 points in the fourth quarter to 11 for Seton, for Northern Adirondack. 16-11 in the fourth quarter. The scoring in the game for Northern Adirondack: Gardner finishes with 4, Bilo with 2, Karofsky finishes with 8, Zach Welch with 7, Casey Bulris with 3, Andrew Siskavich with 3, and Mike O'Neal finishes with 7, total of 34. Seton Catholic, Rabideau finishes with 8 points, Kevin Converse with 3, 2 for Corey Whalen, 2 for Joey Mayville, Ian Luck 7 in the second half and 10 total. Dan Boise did not score. He went out injured early in the game. We hope he's okay and recovered in time for sectionals. Dan Willett with 6 in the fourth quarter and 9 overall. And Tanner Senecal scored in every quarter and finishes with 12 points. Thanks to Eric Gagnon for his work on camera. Final score: Seton Catholic 46, Northern Adirondack 34. This is Foxy Gagnon on behalf of everyone at North Country Cable Network saying, as always, good night, North Country.